I'm FD from Roll with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
I'm rolling with FD.
And this is my co-host, Big Jon.
Hey YouTube, it's your boy Big Jon. Thank you for rolling with me and FD here on What to Play.
We're here every week.
Big Jon, what's going on?
What's up? What's going on?
Talking sports, the hobby, pop culture, and much more.
Catch us every Tuesday night talking about sports, the sports car hobby, and current events. Go Bears.
Most of these teams that do not care about if they're winning ball games. They care enough about, are you interested in what they're doing?
Beckett probably going out of business or getting bought sooner.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard, if he comes back, he's going to end up going back out.
Dion, you don't got to like that he cocky, but he got a right to be.
Big Jon, if Jimmy Butler goes to the Bay, I'm on the ground and I'm not. And you all know we're going to bring on guests from the hobby and everywhere else that you want to hear from.
You have to be prepared for haters. You have to be prepared for people who don't like you.
I started opening up my first packs in 1976.
I don't want to interrupt you, but while you're talking, I just got some background entertainment for you, but keep going.
What are you playing? Michael Jordan.
We got Junior in the house and Paxton in the house.
A lot of players got to find a way to win based on their own strengths.
What would we say is John Morant's strength?
Attacking the rim.
You know, small guards attack the rim, don't play long. This is the What's to Play podcast. Big Jon,
What's up?
what's going on? I'm excited to be here.
Me too. That looks smoky. I ain't like that. That's all right. What's going on?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We got a little basketball on tonight. Two teams playing here and there. Memphis trying to beat Golden State. You think that's going to happen?
Nah.
Probably not.
That team is in disarray.
Steph has 45.
In what quarter?
Fourth, 10 minutes and 6 seconds. So he came out in the first and had 19.
Balling.
Yeah, he's balling. Need more help from his teammates. So can't just be on staff. But we'll get there.
That offense is a little stagnant.
Yeah, it's a little. It's like people are waiting on something else. The playoffs aren't here yet, people. Let's play ball.
So when the games he was out, right, it was like there was no off-ball movement. Nobody else was trying to move off ball.
Nope.
Like we ain't running no different sets. So I don't know.
I don't know why that is. Because there are some games where there's a lot of movement, and there's some games where there are great defensive rotations. The defense is stellar. I just don't know. You can't give up two. One thing I will say about anybody, you can't turn a switch on, and you can't give up 2 games in a 7-game series.
Nope.
And just think you're good. So we'll see. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City Thunder was rolling last night. It's going to be interesting to see when teams get to the playoffs what's going on. I think there's going to be at least 1 or 2 early exits.
Definitely is. That Milwaukee Phoenix game got closer than I thought. I was watching that earlier.
Yeah. How long did they say how long Durant's going to be out?
Like a week. So basically the rest of the season?
His ankle sprains look so painful. Like everybody else just sprains their ankle. He looks like,
that small frame.
Small frame, a lot of legs. When he goes down, he's reaching for that ankle. It's just like, wow. It wasn't malicious. I mean, Jabari is just trying to play defense, trying to stay in front of him. Let me ask you a question. Has Will Smith been on your social media more now than ever in like 3 months?
More out in the last 6 months. He's been everywhere.
What is that?
I don't know. He got an album. Oh, he came out with an album. That's why.
Anybody listen? Are you listening to that? Anybody listening to that?
No, I'm not listening to it. I mean, much love and respect to, first Grammy Award winner,
Oh,
rap.
well, that was controversial back in the
Mhm.
day. Yeah.
It was very controversial.
Yeah, Easy-E and then we're looking like okay.
No, he got
Yeah.
flow. Will
What?
got flow. Will got flow.
Will had flow to me. Will had flow. I don't know if Will still has flow.
No, see, I think this is where we're there. I think Will still has flow. I don't think he has content that people relate to anymore.
Oh, that's
That's what I think it is. He has flow. Because even when he's rapping, the flow, the cadence is nice.
I agree with
The content you're rapping about,
what are you talking about?
we can't, it's the same thing.
About where he's taking vacations and what. Like, come on, man.
Same thing why, people don't listen to Jay-Z no more, right? We don't understand this rich rap, this bougie rap, this I spend my money on art rap.
Yeah.
And that's just something because we ain't heard that. What's up, Michael?
Mr. Thomas is in the house. What's up, brothers? Watching some of my Orlando Magic versus the Spurs. And
how Paolo playing?
What's that?
I asked him how Paolo was playing.
Well, Magic up 105-97. And Paolo has 19 points. Franz Wagner has 24. Caldwell Pope has 17. Houston has 12. They're up. I think I don't want to be like everybody else, but
what?
I think Paolo's going. Next year's going to show us something about him. I'm already seeing a little bit more. I'm claiming his court. I'm talking a little trash. I feel like I've seen that more this year than any year he's been around. And I think next year we're going to see another step.
Yeah, but you gotta all. You got half the league thinking that the real man on your team is Franz.
True.
So, like
the injury didn't hurt. Yeah, the injury didn't help that. True.
You shoot sub 40% from mid range, like you gotta give up your game. At least he takes mid range shots. He's not like Zion and just trying to dunk. But like you got to do some work.
You do know Zion's career is basically over, right? You do know this, right? Zion is done. Zion in the line of early retirement, by their own accord, is Zion Williamson and probably 2-3 people behind him is LaMelo Ball. Them guys are never going to work out, man. Never going to work out. They played the same amount of games in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen.
They can't. I don't know, man. Like,
so how you going to go to your 5th or 6th year and you don't have a jump shot? Come on, man.
Man, look how long it took Blake Griffin to get a jump shot.
How many jumpers do you think Zion's putting up in the offseason?
Let's see. Since he's basically off from April till October, maybe 3. See, I was gonna give him 3. I gave him a number.
I gave him a number too. That's Zion. Zion's somewhat chilling. LaMelo, I think his issue is beyond his control. He can't control that.
Yes, you can.
I don't know. I just think his lower extremities, man. He's not built for. He's not built for 82 game season, man.
Well, how much weight you think he lifting? How many? What do you think he's trying to do to strengthen his legs?
Bro, his quad is the same circumference as his calf.
Yeah, that means you're skipping leg days.
I just think genetics, man. You look at Zoe. He's built the same way.
But Zoe is still stockier than him. Right? You look at Zoe.
He just got back.
But you look at Zoe. You look at Leandro. Their shoulders are wide, right? Their base is wide. He's slim. He's always been the slender one.
Yes.
Right? You need to be doing some leg presses in the off season.
Well, man, I'm telling you, these guys. It's not looking good, man. All the hype, I've been many places and people, I'm telling you, people been talking strong stuff about both of them. Like stuff now that's like you're kind of talking out your head. Like, what you talking about right now? I forget I was at a show. We need to start telling more stories. I remember being at a show. This guy had like 3 or 4 National Treasure LaMelo Ball cards. I was like, hey, can I see that card? He didn't want me to touch that card. Then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. What's the value of that? Oh, $40,000 for this $40K card. It's just a level of. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this in the hobby. It's a level of sometimes that's going on when it comes to certain players that haven't even proven themselves. Big Jon, you ever notice? Maybe I'm just. You ever notice certain players have certain type of fans?
Yeah.
Like a LeBron fan is a certain type of fan. Luka fan, certain type of fan. Zion fan, certain type of fan. Ja fan, LaMelo Ball fan. You say anything about these people, man? They're not having it. But they have nothing probably to really. I mean, LeBron I would put him in another boat, another category. But none of these players I'm naming have won major awards. But people act like they have.
So
Brendan says when you diss LaMelo, you diss yourself.
my thing, right? Some people you just can't be objective, right? You can see it, you believe it. Like you got people that believe stats, analytics. No matter what you see on the court, you're gonna follow analytics, right? Mm-hmm. You got people that you see on the court, and you're like, maybe I should trust the analytics, try something different. Like what you believe in is what you believe in, and you just can't change their mind no matter how hard you try. Like this is why I'm starting to think: should we be stocking up on some of this year's rookies product and just holding that? Because everybody says this is a down year. No rookies averaging 20 points. Mm-hmm. Stephen Castle is probably the rookie of the year, and that doesn't seem like the sexy pick because he plays good basketball. Mm-hmm. So I thinking like next year, right? As soon as this NCAA tournament is over, you're gonna have the Cooper Flag hype, and Topps is going to pump out.
That's going to last for years.
And Topps is going to pump out Cooper Flag products left and right.
Thousands of cards.
So these were shares. You look at who the Bucks traded, AJ Johnson. He on the Wizards now. He's been balling. Mm-hmm. Like you got people who's been balling lately. Ain't no cards of them.
No, I looked up AJ Johnson. There's not a lot of stuff of him.
So it's like, ooh, do we just stock up on some sealed wax from this and just hold it and just like see what happens in 3 years?
I think we're in that era because it's going to take a player probably 6 years to show who they are.
Like what if
maybe 24?
What if you had some sealed wax of Shea rookies? Yeah, even if it's like Don Russ or Hoops.
Yeah. Because everybody was chasing Luka, people were pretty lukewarm to cold on Shea. Or they were chasing Trae Young. And I think that's what the hobby is going to be going forward. You're going to have some guys that's going to pop out that people were not talking about, were not thinking about.
So when we talk about the NBA and we talk about collective bargaining, right? There's no way that this can be reversed and these rookies get stopped getting paid on potential. Lower the rookie contracts.
That could be. Well, remember, NFL put a rookie salary cap in.
I mean, the NBA has a rookie cap based on slots.
It could be a lot lower.
Like,
but I don't know if teams will agree with that.
Players won't. The PA won't.
But there's a relationship there. There's a dance.
I don't know what they would owners would have to give up to get the players to agree. And it may be games. It may be okay, we'll only play 60 games, 62 games to get the lower salary cap or lower
I just think the lower games, that's changing the whole history of the league. Scoring champion. I mean, it's a lot of stuff tied to that. It could happen. I mean, they increase games in the NFL, so it could happen. It could happen. I mean, OJ ran in a lot of guys in the past. Jim Brown ran in 12 games.
Yeah, you can.
Now you got 17, 18.
The NBA wasn't always 82 games.
No, what was it back in the day? 66?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right? I don't know. I feel like as we progress with technology, medicine, analytics in sports, we go back. So many injuries, so much bull crap that happens, and we just go back.
Let me ask you this. Does a team want to pay Anthony Edwards Supermax? Does a team want to pay Ja Morant Supermax?
They fired this coach who was 10 games left into the season. I don't know if he comes back next year.
But there's rumors that he wants to leave. But we've talked before. There is no good fit for Ja Morant in the NBA.
No.
I don't care if you're a horrible team. Ja's not going to make you that much better.
Toronto?
Yeah. He's going to put butts in the seats and make it exciting to watch. But he's not going to make Scotty Barnes better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think more teams are going to face this Supermax question. And they're going to say, Luka's the first or something, I'm telling you.
Is the second apron really going to make player movement more? Because he's not the first. Because Cat was the first second apron casualty this year. Luka re-signing would have put Mavericks in the second apron. So, but I'm looking at the standings, right? Outside of the top three teams in the East, none of the rest of the teams would be a play-in team in the West. That's how unbalanced the NBA is right now.
Yeah. Well, since LeBron left, the East is a problem.
It was still that unbalanced when LeBron was there. Like, the league is completely unbalanced from a talent standpoint or commitment to win standpoint from the organization. I don't think Charlotte's committed to win.
Commitment to win is definitely an issue. People are just making money, man. We talked about this. Teams are up 12, 13%, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a strong investment. Every year? That's
if I'm a billionaire, not only do I get the cachet of, hey, I'm the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, also, I'm a profit $100 million, whether they win, lose, or draw. Go ahead. We got some good comments going out there.
Yeah, what's up, Brendan? What's going on? I see you up in here. There we speak about the Lakers Rockets. Rockets number 2 seed. Lakers won by a few points. I saw a little bit of the game. I didn't watch a lot of it. I don't get excited about watching the Lakers. I kind of do it to understand the flow of the game, what's going on. It's almost like a research project. but it's not like love of the game to watch them play.
I think the Rockets are where the Grizzlies were 2 years ago, but not cocky about it.
I agree. They don't have those personalities. Dylan Brooks is acting, so they don't have those personalities.
Yeah. I mean, Dylan Brooks is just Ime Udoka personified on the court. That's all he is. You know, he
Yeah,
just
but do you remember when Ime played?
Yeah.
He's not an
He was
enforcer.
irritant.
Yeah, but he wasn't an enforcer, man.
He wasn't an enforcer, but he was just an irritant asshole.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's what Dylan Brooks is. Nobody thinks Dylan Brooks is.
Dylan Brooks, he scores more. He does way more than Ime Udoka did as a player. Ime was just out there, man. What did he play? 7, 8. Didn't score. Didn't rebound too much. Just was around. Tall guy. Moves his feet. He doesn't steal defense as a coach.
Yes.
He definitely does that. Houston's different with him there.
Oh, we know Houston different. Imagine Ime and James Harden in Houston at the same time. Economy was booming.
Very interesting. Yeah, we're waiting on Jordan. Where's Jordan now? Waiting on Jordan. LaMelo cares only about flash and cash and would never win a title. And he doesn't care. But there are people still out here that's a believer. They're locked in.
Well, listen. His own father said you would not. LaMelo won't win a championship on his own.
Yep.
And he can't. He's not. He. Out of all of the wild takes that LeVar has ever said, he's always been most accurate when it comes to LaMelo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because he knows LaMelo needs to be humble.
He needs to be humble. He doesn't take things seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there for that show, man.
Like he's a star. He's a star.
He's people could call him a star. He's a flashy player.
He has all the attributes of a star player in the NBA.
Doesn't play defense.
Doesn't. Okay. A lot of star players don't play defense.
Okay, so who would you give me? I'm trying to understand now. Give me another name. I want to make sure I understand because I don't think a dude is a star. So who else would you consider a star?
Trae Young, Anthony Edwards. They're stars. They're not superstars.
Okay, I can
the superstars play defense.
I can agree with that.
Right.
If that's the parameters, I can, because he's definitely those two other players you named.
Right.
He's a bigger Trae Young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will agree with that totally. When you say major award, it makes me think of A Christmas Story. That's funny. And 2018-2019 class was in full hype mode. Pre-Fanatics, good memories. Yeah, it was a lot. It was some hype. If it puts butts in seats, they will pay Zion. I think he's played his last game in New Orleans.
I hope so.
So
they got a smart GM. I don't know. I don't know where you put him at because I don't know what franchise trying to win.
Like Ja. He doesn't make anybody better. He's not gonna do that. Put him somewhere where you want some flash for 28 games a year.
You gotta stop letting him bring the ball up court and have a. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan. I ain't played basketball. I'm just a fan.
New Orleans hasn't had a point guard since they got rid of Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And Alvarado's a good role player, but he ain't a point guard.
Alvarado is Pat Bev.
Yeah. Who was that? Lou Williams said that Pat Bev will be good for LaMelo Ball.
I don't see that. They said he was going to be good for Ja. They said he was going to be good for Anthony Edwards.
He was good for Anthony Edwards.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
What about Edwards' game change?
if you know the game changed, but give him some nuance and some knowledge. He's good. You can see if you listen when Pat tells stories about his time with Minnesota and with Anthony, and you go back and you kind of watch his maturation, you can see, okay, maybe Pat ain't blowing all smoke, right? He's telling a little truth in it about his gameplay, where to shoot from, stop taking too many threes, be in attack mode more. I don't know.
I see Mike Conley doing more of that than Pat Bev.
Could be both.
Could be.
The more I listen to Pat Bev talk about basketball, the more I understand his mind, and he actually is more in tune with the X's and O's than you would think. But
he's a smart player.
Yeah, but he's more relatable to players because he's unexpected. He's like, listen, yeah, y'all know I scored 40, averaged 30-something 40 in high school. When I got to the NBA, this is what I do to stay here. This is what you got to do to stay here.
True.
You know?
He was scoring in high school.
Yeah.
Pat Bev was something else. I admire him because I think Pat Bev is one of the best salespeople to ever play the game, because he had somebody believing that he was a defensive stopper. He had several teams believing that.
Yeah.
I can't hate on the ability to sell yourself. So, and he's from Chicago, so I don't hate on Pat Bev.
No.
What else we got here? Some team will suffer the same cap hell.
Like the Browns.
Well, who did they? Is there a quarterback that just went there? Somebody went there because Deshaun Watson's not playing. I can't remember. I thought some quarterback just went to Cleveland, but. Magic won. Lamar also said LiAngelo was the best of the three. At one point, I think he was.
I said he was the most accurate about LaMelo.
But LiAngelo was a pretty good player at one point.
Mm-hmm. That whole overseas thing tainted his future.
Mm-hmm. People don't want to come to grips with that. MJ
Bailey Zappi. No, they got rid of Zappi. Who did they get?
They got somebody. Because they let Jameis walk to the Giants.
Kenny Pickett.
There you go. And that was one of the first moves. I knew that was. I'm convinced YouTube chat has word scramblers. That is funny. Yeah, it looks like Golden State's gonna get this win, man.
It's good. They need it. They don't need to fall behind.
Steph got a 50 piece. Listen to this shooting: 16 of 31 from the field, 12 of 20 from the three. Pretty wild. Let me get some topics here. Ovechkin is 3 away from Gretzky. Does that record mean anything about greatness? Oh, they already started.
It's hockey. I don't know. I think Ovechkin's very solidified his position.
He is.
He's one of the greatest. But it's hockey. I only follow hockey when the Blackhawks are in the Stanley Cup. So I will keep it real. No, that's all I know. If y'all say Blackhawks in the Stanley Cup, I'm rooting. I have no idea of any of the concepts. I remember back in the day, it was storytelling. Our brother used to stay up 2-3 in the morning on a Saturday night and nothing's on TV. So we used to watch the IHL hockey team in Chicago play just to have noise while we, fighting, wrestling each other, and just fighting. Just so it was on TV because we didn't want to go to bed. So I don't understand line changes, what's offside, none of that. But if the Blackhawks are playing and it's meaningful hockey, I will tune in.
Okay. I think that's probably how you would summarize. Someone would summarize me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a hockey head. Who do you think should win the Wooden Award, Paige or Juju?
So what's the Wooden Award? Refresh me.
Best player in college.
Hey, ja. Ooh.
You know the answer.
Paige is probably going to win it.
Paige is probably going to win, but Juju's a better player.
This year, you got Hidalgo and Notre Dame. Even though Olivia Mouse just lost and tried to transfer. Oh, this transfer portal thing is crazy.
Yeah, like Indiana.
How are players transferring in the middle of being in March Madness?
How do you get put out of a tournament and transfer 12 minutes later?
That is crazy.
How did the whole team hit the transfer portal?
Oh, so, and speaking about hype, right? Rutgers, Ace Bailey, and the other kid supposed to be one of the top 5 draft picks. How did they get to be top 5 draft picks and they don't make the tournament? How do you have 2 top 5 draft picks on your team and you don't make the NCAA tournament?
Didn't work like that before.
How are we evaluating talent? And when did winning stop mattering?
Probably about 5 or 6 years ago, because everybody just comes out and leaves. So they're, it's all potential based, and we're going to pay you on potential, evaluate you on potential. And
like I used to understand when I was in high school and college why the Dukes, the North Carolinas, the UConns, the UCLAs, the USCs, Kansas, those type team players all got drafted high. And we had the Kentuckys. I used to understand that because they were going deep March Madness runs. You were seeing these players longer. And, I understand that. Like, I don't understand how DJ Burns didn't get on a team after what he did in the NCAA tournament last year.
But think about this, though. Back in the day, how many one and dones were on a team in the tournament?
Yeah, you didn't have that many.
Now you got a whole team of them.
Yeah. But
that's the difference.
But now you get the kid from Auburn who is having a good tournament went from being maybe a second round pick to probably been a lottery pick. So it's just Gators will win the national title. All right, Mr. Thomas, exactly. I hope that happens for you.
I have no. I didn't fill out a bracket. This is where I'm going right now. I haven't watched the tournament. I used to fill out a bracket every year. Sometimes I'll fill out 2 or 3 brackets. I haven't filled out anything this year. I haven't watched the game. This is just where I'm at right now. It didn't start this year. I've kind of been here.
Not being in the South, I am less interested in college sports because I'm not surrounded by it like I was in South Carolina.
I can see that.
Like, even though I'm around UConn basketball, it's not. I don't gravitate to it. But I've paid attention to the women's tourney.
What's up?
This is better games. Like, I've watched those games until they get out of hand. I still got Gamecocks to win it, but I'm a little weary They've gotten better competition. They have to eke out some wins.
I think they'll win it.
They're
I
not
don't
big.
think you can have 10 McDonald's All-Americans and lose.
You know the difference between the team this year and the last 2 years, or even the last 5? They don't have a great or dominant big man in the post.
Yeah.
They went from AJ Wilson to Leah Boston to Camila Cardoza.
Mm-hmm.
And Tessa, Raven, they're good, but they're not as tall or as they are. So if they get UCLA, they got to go against Lauren Betts. That's going to be a matchup hell for them.
Yeah, Zerny. What's up? What's up, Zerny first? And then Zerny states, I watch more of the females too. Yeah. Big Jon, switching gears. Who's your NBA MVP? And why?
It's Shea because he's got great numbers and the best team in NBA. I reward winning. I understand Joker's numbers are the best numbers he's had, even better than his MVP seasons.
Yes.
Therefore, the third, I understand people trying to make a case for LeBron because he's 40. Shea has put that team on his back. They're winning because of Shea, and he's been healthy.
Mm-hmm. So, with all that said, why do people think that someone else should win?
Because you look at Joker's numbers, outside of points, he's second or first in every other category.
That's
and he's
cool.
Still almost averaging a triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
They have won. They are third, so they're not like he's a 6, 7 or play-in team. He's having a MVP caliber year, and his numbers are better. It's the same. It is the exact same argument that we had for Lamar Jackson when it comes down to Joker. It's the exact same argument. His numbers are better. The only difference is Shea has a better winning record. Now I'm going to lean to the winning record.
Yeah, they've lost 12 games.
Remember,
They're 28-1 against the East.
At All-Star break, I was like, why isn't Jason Tatum, why isn't Donovan Mitchell getting any mention as being in the MVP race? Look at how their teams are winning.
So, to me, Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum are too inconsistent to ever win the MVP. Very inconsistent players. They'll have games where they're like, man, you see that? Then they'll have games where it's like, did they play tonight? Oh, yeah. You look at the stats. Oh, yeah, they played tonight. In order to win the MVP race, you just can't be built like that. Also, Donovan Mitchell will take a game off in a minute. Take a game off. And then Cleveland. I mean, this is another conversation. We talk about some other teams. How far is Cleveland going in the playoffs? I don't think it's far. I don't see Cleveland getting to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't either.
No. Best player on the worst team versus the worst player on the best team conundrum.
Yeah. I don't know. This playoffs is going to be something else, right?
Yeah, because there's a lot of parity. No matter what records are like. I mean, Golden State's better than their record. Than the other teams that are worse than their record. Is Dallas out of the play-in or still in the play-in?
They got a chance. They got a small chance. I got a question for you.
What you got?
What's more important, rings or MVPs?
Rings. X James Harden. Rings.
I mean, okay. I will counter with that. So you saying Robert Horry's a better player than James Harden?
No. We're talking about, when you're talking about MVPs, we're talking about leading your team, not being on a roster. We're talking about leading your team to a chip and MVPs. Robert Horry is better than most, not in the top 75. But we're talking about leading your team. You can lead your team to one championship, and it might equate a few MVPs.
Dirk Nowitzki?
Who?
Dirk Nowitzki?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever won an MVP.
No.
But he got that ring.
His game is not, he scored 30,000 points.
Yep.
But his game is not MVP kind of. That's not what an MVP is doing on the court. I love Dirk. Now, no disrespect to Dirk. I love this game a lot. Love to see his development. But he's not an MVP in the NBA. But he did beat LeBron and Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade.
The Heels.
And that's why he will be talked about by those who really like basketball. Others will forget him soon, if not already. Yeah, rings. Gotta give them rings. I mean, the next thing for a person like Shaq, you get an MVP. What are you doing in the playoffs? How far is your team? I mean, ring. You're under more scrutiny now. How many rings are you gonna win? Now, if he can get one at some point, if he can get to the finals this year, it's a major accomplishment. Don't let him be up a few games in the finals. You know me, I still say Shea will probably end up winning a title, and Luka's won nothing. Like Luka's game. Luka's game is not an MVP. He's not winning the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
This
is Luka's best chance to get a ring. Better than last year.
You mean this year? You talking about with the Lakers? Yes.
This year.
Yes.
This is your best. This is your best shot, right?
Do you see him playing like it's his best shot? When you watch him play, do you see a guy inspired because this is probably his best shot?
Not somebody that's inspired to play defense.
No, it's not gonna do that. Luka was with the Mavericks this year. No, don't think so.
Like, last year was the Celtics' best chance. If they didn't win last year, that team was breaking up.
What are they gonna do this year when they don't win?
Oh man, they gotta break up no regardless. They got a new owner. They got a new owner. And the owner's a finance guy. He's a Celtics fan, but he's a finance guy. So he's not going to pay these luxury tax, this secondary from tax. That by 2027, that team will look completely different, and you may have one player left that's from that championship team on that team.
Who is this? Who you talking about?
The Celtics.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because of that new owner. The new owner is a finance guy, went to school in Boston, like Dartmouth or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But he's not going to. From everything I've heard, listening to local radio, local media, he's a Celtics fan. But because he's a finance guy, everybody doesn't think he's going to be willing to pay the luxury taxes. So whether they lose Holiday and Porzingis next year, whether they got to get rid of a Tatum or a Brown. Pritchard them may not get paid. Something's going to change. And I say by 2027, nobody from that Celtics championship team will be left on that roster.
I would not be shy. I think you are correct.
I mean, what could you get for Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown? Top 5 pick, couple of assets, multiple year pick, first round picks.
Maybe multiple. I just like Jaylen Brown's game better.
Could get a Zion off your books. Could get a LaMelo off your books. Could get a John Morant off your books.
You know Zion can't play in Boston. You do know that.
Oh no.
But he would get tore up. He can't play in Boston. Can't play in any New York team. He would get tore up. You got to be in a New Orleans to pull that.
No, you can put him in Portland.
Yeah, Portland he can make it, but not New York and Boston.
Oh, Hero 3.
Yeah, Hero 3 said Cavs versus Warriors, and the story will be about LeBron. Hold up, what is he getting in? Luka best chance. Okay, no, what is this? Cavs Warriors finals.
The Cavs Warriors finals this year.
Okay.
Listen, because man, the media, sports media. I'm not even gonna say sports media. ESPN. Let's just put it on there. Care more about clicks, and salacious and attention than actually covering the things that go on in the actual sports they cover.
Well, today they said that the Lakers are leaning on LeBron, and this would be the first time in NBA history that a 40-year-old would lead an NBA team to a championship if LeBron won. Mm-hmm. That's not even. Is that news, man? That's not even. That's just some crackerjack hocus pocus stuff, man.
Yeah, you have to talk about LeBron. That's where they go. We could talk about spend some time on this. Cleveland losing streak currently. We could spend some time about the brawl in Detroit. We could spend some time about.
Think about it though. Everybody on Cleveland. I hate to say this, and I'm not trying to knock people. They don't have those personalities that anybody can talk about.
I seen a meme going around that saying that the Cleveland Cavaliers are just the 2025 version of the Atlanta Hawks from the Joe Johnson, Al Horford, Marvin era.
They could be the the East is so weak though. I was about to say they could be the Seattle Supersonics versus the Denver Nuggets back with the Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah. Well, there's so many interesting storylines. Like when the last time ESPN did a Star for 30 for 30? You ain't seen they stopped doing 30 for 30s, telling stories.
Well, that's probably because production costs.
Mm-hmm.
It costs a lot of money to shoot 30 for 30.
Yeah.
But if I come in the studio and flip the light switch on and just start talking, that's a lot less cost involved. I come with these hypotheticals about you don't even hear about Curry the way you hear about LeBron.
Mm-hmm. But even that, you hear about LeBron every single day. Yeah. And let ESPN tell it that is the only player in the NBA.
No matter what the Lakers' record is.
No matter what the Lakers' record is. No matter what time of year it is. Mm-hmm. It's going to be August 2nd. No basketball being thought of. Hype up going into football season. And they're going to spend 25 minutes each show talking about LeBron.
Yeah, just like the last couple of years, the Super Bowl was about to happen. LeBron was on a yacht or a boat with Lewis Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking more about LeBron and Lewis Hamilton. And he wasn't And then LeBron inserts himself with these tweets and social media posts and everything.
But yeah, but then you have people like Stephen A. Smith get mad at Monica McNutt, which he say you could have been talking about the WNBA for years ago.
Well, I think Stephen A. knows that's not a part of the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Stephen A. sets the agenda. I think the agenda is set for Stephen A. He's the executor.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, Monica McNutt is kind of talking out of turn. So, have you seen him and her on the show lately?
Nope. I haven't seen a show. I haven't seen a show. I don't watch First Take anymore.
She's not there. So, where have you seen her at? She's out here commentating basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. But she knew that. She knew the game before she opened her mouth. But she's standing on 10 toes.
Yeah. You think they're talking about baseball?
Nope. Only thing people saying Dodgers 6-0. Did they move on?
Yeah. Torpedo bats move on.
Yeah.
What do you thought about these new bats?
What do I think of it?
Yeah.
It's a way to hit home runs. It's a way to bring some excitement to the game. They know what they're doing.
Here's the thing. Everybody on the Yankees ain't using it. It's like
no, they tried to show on certain social media posts that Aaron Judge was using it. He said he's not using it. He's going to use his regular bat because he doesn't want to tweak anything about his production.
Mm-hmm. But your non-power producers, like the Anthony Volpes, the Austin Wells, the Chisholms, are using it. And, you know, this new design, I think the idea to take somebody from MIT to analyze what your team is doing and stay in the rules of baseball to help construct a bat is genius. My only issue is if you wasn't trying to be slick and you wasn't trying to do something that could have been iffy, why wouldn't you try these bats in the preseason, in spring training?
True, exactly.
That is my only thing. If you wasn't trying to pull a fast one, or get a advantage, why didn't we try? Because that's when you test stuff out, spring training. That's when we test this stuff out. We don't test this stuff out second game of the season. We test in spring training.
Yes, very true.
You know, these bats have been around. These bats have been used in single A, double A. You know, this ain't new. It's the same thing the MLB does. They test this stuff down in the minor leagues. That's why you got some of the rule changes with the bigger bases. And so if you wasn't trying to pull a fast one, why you bring this out second game of the year?
True.
So it's the new way to have a cork bat without having a cork bat.
Mm-hmm. And it's just right for social media. So make some posts.
But if you're going to have these bats with harder sweet spots, give the pitcher the sticky stuff. Give the pitcher the sticky stuff. Make it easy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Get some whip on that ball. Yeah.
But I will say this. I don't think the elite pitchers, the great pitchers, or the very, very good pitchers are going to care about these bats.
Probably.
It's the 3, 4, 5, and middle relievers that these going to get these home runs out. You're not going to see Paul Skeens giving up a bunch of home runs. So
I hope Paul Skeens makes it through the season.
I do too.
What? FD, we need to make a trade. I'll trade you for your Kobe. What you got, Hero 3? What we talking about? Which car, what year, what player, what grade? And this is, I'm assuming, probably old PSA centering. Let's talk. The shaving of the bat is genius. It's never been looked at. Well, I mean, we all know paperwork was processed and people probably analyze these bats. So
It's not even shaving.
when did that
It's just
start?
mo-
When was the paperwork submitted?
it's just moving more wood to where you hit the bat at and keeping it thin.
Yeah.
Right. They're not. Yeah. It's not even shaving the bat. It's just like instead of the barrel starting 2 inches lower, it starts 2 inches higher. You know. And I haven't seen a lot of broken bats from these type of bats. Seen something today where there's 13 players around the major leagues are using it. Only the Yankees players are really hitting home runs. You have 2 people like Francisco Lindor is 0 for like 11 for the start of the season, and he's using the bat. And we know he had a crazy good season last year, second in MVP race.
Yes.
So, but listen, baseball's got to do something to get you to want to watch.
Yeah, this is marketing, people.
Mm-hmm.
Better do something.
And because it's the Yankees, it's going to be legal.
What's new and exciting in the hobby? You got some card sale this week, some big auctions.
Just some big auctions lately. For me, nothing. You know, me and if you haven't seen my Instagram, me and my daughter have been opening up the Panini Squishmallow cards, and it's been a really good time. Mm-hmm. We had a gold out of 10. And I got to tell you, right, because she doesn't really care about the cards like that. She likes them. I bought the first box. She immediately grabbed it. And she just like, this is mine. She gravitated to it.
Yeah.
She enjoys the sorting, reading the back of the cards, and see what they are. She's like, well, I don't want these ones, Daddy. You can sell these ones, and I'll keep this one. So I sold one of her cards on eBay. When I go to tell this little joker, I'm like, hey, you sold a card? She goes, I'm a businesswoman.
I'm a businesswoman.
I'm like, you ain't even do nothing to work. You ain't even do nothing to work.
She said she got you, man. She ain't worried about all that. I love when she said I'm a businesswoman. I love that.
She's like, you. When I start working for you.
Wait till she come back and talk about how that money gonna split up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff though.
It's good stuff though, but it's fun. Like it's just fun seeing her open it. The cards are cute. For one. So I just wish Panini did a bad job of. I can't find a checklist because I think I would love to get the base set or the base prism set and just collect those.
Yeah.
For her and put them away because I think it's one of those things where if they do a series 2 or more later, this first base set is going to be worth something. When more come out.
Yeah.
Right now, it's the best thing of value, especially in retail. $25 for a mega box, 3 number card, guaranteed under $199 or less, and you get a bunch of silvers, bunch of hollows, and a bunch of prisms.
Okay.
So.
And where'd you purchase your cards from?
Walmart.
Okay.
I just, having a little girl for the price point that it is, what all you get, I don't care what sport. If I told you could open up any sport you want and get a mega box of 20, and you're going to get 3 cards guaranteed to $199 or less, $25 wouldn't be the price you think you're going to pay for that.
Yeah. And when someone says they're children, I don't care what it is. Just for me, I mean, you're that's family time. So I'm not. I don't know if someone's out there thinking, "Oh man, I wouldn't buy it." Okay. That's just. They're just things to me. I definitely, and I was this way before, but definitely after having kids it's about your kids. It's not really about other stuff. If a person doesn't get that, I can't explain to them.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like I bought them just to open up and see because I felt the need to rip. I come home, I sit on the table. I go upstairs, come back down. She's already opening them up and going through them. Like, hey, wait for me.
She's excited.
Let's do this together now.
Junior's learning more about Pokemon. And I kind of let him spend time with that and do his thing. And he has a good memory. So he's having fun with it. We have some cards we should be opening together. I try to do that this weekend. But that's the kind of stuff that's fun. Memories. You're teaching at the same time.
Yeah, and it's fun. Let them open it, man. This Pokemon is booming. Even though they're hard to get.
This is a good question. I'm checking this player. We'll get to it. Go ahead. You said you were checking what?
They're messing up. So I think Pokemon is messing up by making it so hard to get. The fact that you can't pre-order these anywhere is really freaking annoying.
Smoothness has a question here about your Bulls player.
Mattis. I like Mattis.
I do too.
I like his demeanor.
Like his game.
He's got a little game. He's got a little edge to him. I'm not gonna back down to him.
Run through your chest. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't care what the name is on the back of your jersey. Yeah. What's he averaging a game? 12? I think like 12 a game. Something like that.
Well, yeah. He spent a lot of time in the G League, but after they got rid of Zach, man, he's balling, And he gonna punch on you, he'll dunk on you. Give him the lane.
But he took Luka behind the back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Giddey is playing better.
Giddey's playing well. I don't know what Giddey thinks I don't know why Giddey thinks he's the man on this team, because this is Kobe White's team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like don't get it twisted.
Big John looking for the checklist. Jordan, what's up? Jordan in the house. What's up, Jordan? Well, that's not a topic where Jordan could punch the air this week. Last week was Trout. What can we talk about this week? I found out something. I didn't know he was a big Trout fan like that. But what could we talk about with Jordan? Jordan, what else are you hot about, man? Like, what are you really passionate about over there?
Just Jordan, what team do you want LaMelo to be traded to?
Yeah, what should LaMelo go? Who can he make better? Also, did you go to the Front Row Card Show? Did you pick up anything? If so, what did you pick up?
Who did anybody go to a car show this weekend?
I did not. Minnesota's come all the way back and is up by 1 point with 41.9 seconds left in the first half.
Who are they playing?
Denver. Jamal Murray's out, Gordon and the Joker are playing. You think Kobe White is the All-Star next year?
It would take the Bulls being a top 4 seed for him to be a All-Star.
Jordan says Brooklyn, Utah, Sacramento.
There's too many known names to get through.
I get it. I understand what you're saying.
Like the only reason why Cleveland had so many,
Yeah.
The only reason Cleveland had so many because they were number one. That's the reason why they got 3.
Jordan, you think Anthony Edwards and LaMelo could play together? That's a disaster. Bucks, I'll see him with Giannis. We'll see. Phoenix, if KD is gone, why not?
Think him and Booker can play together?
Nope. But they put a lot of people with Booker. Booker and Bill can't play together. I remember people were so hyped. Man, Phoenix got like no. It would be tough for him and Anthony Edwards, but that would be great. I just wondered, does who know who's taking the shot? Yeah, Book could be the 2 guard. So Jordan, before you came, we were talking about how Ja doesn't really make a team better, and where does LaMelo go? We were asking ourselves these questions. Where do you see Ja going? Because he's probably not back in Memphis. It's time to break up Boston as soon as they get put out. We were talking about that as well. What we got? Yes, went to front row. Bought about 126 cards for the show Friday. Oh, go ahead.
What's this weekend? Whatnot card show this weekend?
What was that? What did you say?
The Whatnot card show is this weekend on Whatnot.
Okay.
So I know Jordan's gearing up for that. Although Jordan could just, put my DMs with the WWE cards, and I don't have to buy them from him off of Whatnot. He could just, deal with it.
Jordan, there is a rumor that Ja's going to request a trade. Why was his coach fired? Playoff team, 5th seed, week and a half left in the season. Why fire the guy? Yeah, Whatnot card show Thursday to Sunday. Maybe I need to log into Whatnot.
I know Jordan's going to be on there. Imani, Jared, they got some stuff going. I may have to end my boycott to get some deals.
Hold on. Your Kobe from my Hoops Premium Box, Ja rookie card PSA 10. I just can't. I can't get into Ja. I wish I could. I don't own one Ja card. Ja Morant card. One Zion. A couple of years ago, got rid of all my LaMelo. And so my strategy was I purchased LaMelo thinking, man, he's probably gonna blow up or be hyped up. Then I can buy some Curry. That was my idea. Use mine or Big Jon code. Big Jon, I'm gonna probably hit you with some questions on understand how that works. Like, what's a code?
So you sign up with my referral code. When you buy something, I get $10 to buy something up for Whatnot.
Okay.
Basically. So if you do decide to buy something, there you go.
Okay.
I don't know what I want right now. That's the problem. I'm really waiting to see what tops now come out of WrestleMania. That's what I'm really waiting to see. Some from WWE I want. I'm still on my WWE kick, but I'm about to get probably 5 cards ready to go to PSA to grade. If JJ wins Defensive Player of the Year, they won't and have to pay him the Supermax. That team's getting broke up. One of them's getting traded.
Well, the good thing is that JJ is not winning Defensive Player of the Year. We know who's winning Defensive
It's probably gonna be the rookie from Atlanta.
No.
It ain't gonna be Draymond.
It's gonna be Draymond.
It ain't gonna be Draymond.
Why not? Why not?
I think the rookie has that average almost two steals a game. I think that he might have it beat him out. I think Draymond's a late push, but all of this is because everyone said Wemby's winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
and nobody's looked at anybody else playing defense.
No,
nobody's ever. Oh, he got hurt. Now we got to scramble. XYZ should be Defensive Player of the Year now because we need names. I think Draymond is playing some of the best defense he's played in the last 3 years, not with Jimmy on the team, because he has somebody who can over communicate to him.
So Allen Iverson had 225 steals in 2002-2003.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul had 217 in 2007-2008, and 216 in 2008-2009. Neither one of them won Defensive Player of the Year.
I got you. I understand.
Just throwing it out there.
I don't. Let's see. He wins it. It'll be well deserved. Like the push after getting Jimmy has been amazing. The effort he's given is amazing on the defensive end.
I agree.
I just don't think they're going to give it to him, especially with him going back and forth with Stephen A. You know, these all media awards.
Good point there.
Ooh, gem rate data is in.
What's that again? What was that?
Gem rate data for grading is in.
Oh, what you say?
On top of sports cars? Well, we got to get a graphic first, FD. We need some pizzazz.
Oh, I keep slipping and sleeping. It's hobby talk time, people. I need to get better at that.
So I'll put it, let me share it out.
Hobby talk time. It's hobby talk time. What we talking about? Hobby talk time.
All right. So from gem rate, PSA graded at 1.5, almost 1.5 million cards, up 2% month to month. CGC came in second. SGC 174 and Beckett with 69K. That's Beckett up 30%. I don't know, but okay.
Beckett's on. I'm telling people, I promise you, Beckett is on the move. I promise you.
Well, no, Beckett. So hold on. The asterisk says Beckett 14K cards were not on the pop report in January and February, hit the pop report this month. So they actually only graded 55,000 cards.
They're on the move. They're on the move.
Moving somewhere. CGC overtaking SGC almost monthly now. That's interesting.
It is.
Because the special with SGC was all football, basically. Martin and O was like $12, $13. And we're still not doing over 200. And now you're delayed by a week or two because of the volume you are getting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's concerning, right? You merge with you get bought by not PSA, but PSA's parent company, and you can't get help with being delayed, and now PSA is still having delays. So are you just there to not infringe on PSA?
Yeah, we need to start learning more about that, how that works. What's that partnership like? What's under that umbrella?
Almost 2 million cards graded total, so that's crazy. Are we grading too much as a hobby?
Oh, we've been on that. We've been on that. You know that. People are grading stuff that's, you know. But it's your prerogative. That's what you want to grade.
Yeah, I'm not saying stop grading. I'm just saying like I just said, I'm probably going to send some cards out to grade. I do like having certain things slab, even if it's a PC.
Oh, so John Moran is on the court making gun gestures, and Draymond Green calls it out. Like, what is that? So, Big John, could you stop making gun gestures if you used to make gun? You could probably stop that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I could have my hand up and never move these fingers, or this. I could nothing, or this. I can never do this. I can just stop it.
Yeah, that's immaturity.
And if I'm pointing at somebody, I can make sure it looks like this. But we want to get traded. We want to sit around and talk about I'm fine in the West. You know, since that dude made that comment,
it's been downhill.
It's been downhill, man. It's interesting. The start of downhill. So let me I know we got some minutes here. Let me hit up is there anything that you're looking forward to as the NBA playoffs start?
I'm just looking for the playoffs to start. I'm just looking for the seed maybe solidified, playoffs to start.
I want to sit down with no preconceptions about what I want to see, and I just want to see it. Tush push. Tush push. What's your thoughts?
It should be illegal.
Why?
So, because I think that play should fall under the same rules as field goals and punts. You cannot line up over the center doing field goals and punts or jump over for a player safety. And you've seen it in the Super Bowl. Like, I got all the momentum pushing on top of defensive player's head like that. That's some player safety. It's different from it's slightly more dangerous than a quarterback sneak because of the momentum. But if you ban it, do not ban a quarterback sneak.
That's what I'm saying. And this has been in effect since I've known football. They just organize on the goal line. But if I wanted to, when I played, Big John, when you played, if my running back just happened to be in front of me some kind of way, I mean, I can give this guy all kind of assists in any given way. I could run and hit my running back and pick up 3-4 more yards.
So I remember when I played left tackle my senior year, and I had a good running back, 2 powerful running backs. Anytime we go to the goal line, call was running to the left side. I just turned around and told him, just push me. Like, you can run into me, I'm going to get you in there. If I'm in your way, just push me. We're going to get you in there. And that's what we did every time. Yeah, left side, boom.
I mean, I'm agreeing with Jordan here. Jordan is
saying,
yeah, right?
You need a button for that.
It's not dangerous.
We got to get an agreeing with Jordan button.
It may happen every once in a while. But it's not dangerous. And why can't every team do it?
Every team can do it.
Philly does it well. Why don't other teams teach them to do it? Because the coaches want to run that system. We know the answer to that, but they could run it. So Wemby had surgery to correct his deep bone thrombosis.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was successful. With
That's
the
good.
Wemby hype, a lot of cars. And just so people know, when you have a blood clot like that, and if it's massive or thick, you treat it with blood thinners. You want to see that thing go down. And if it doesn't go down enough, or if they think pieces are going to break off of it, and now you have several blood clots, they'll go and take the blood clot out. So that's why he had surgery. Smoothness. With the Wemby hype, a lot of cars were graded, but I think overall. But again, we're not grading, and it's what you want to. I'm not going to be that dude. I'm not going to police the grading. It's just when you have more Wemby cars graded than any athlete that's ever lived, you just stop and think about that.
Well, you got the Cooper Flag hype coming.
He's going to be up there.
You got the Caitlin Clark hype.
That is already proven to be up there.
And then you have the hype of repacks.
Mm-hmm. That's
a
lot to do with it.
And people, I will speak for myself. If I ever bought a repack, I would rather buy a repack with a graded card than a repack with a raw card.
I agree.
At least I can have a little bit more trust in that card being real, not authentic, than a raw card. So,
yeah, whatever new quarterback breaks out, they're shooting up.
I mean, yeah, you got Shedeur coming. You have Cam Ward, Travis Hunter.
Let me just go on record to say this. I want to go on record. April 1st, this is not April Fool's Day. I'm not cracking a joke right now. At 8:21 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I don't see much out of Cam Ward in the NFL. I don't see much out of Cam Ward in the NFL. Just going to let that be known. Not at all. Nothing I've seen in Miami, no form of how he plays football, do I see something coming out of that.
I have no comments for the take because I don't agree or disagree with it. I just don't know what he's going to be.
We'll see.
For all I know, he could be Cam Newton. He could be Anthony Richardson. He could be Tom Brady. I haven't watched any.
When you start watching, you're not going to see any of those people you just named. A lot of talking going on. It reminds me of the football Anthony Edwards. A lot of yik-yak.
But at least Anthony Edwards can play.
Anthony Edwards is not a top player. He talks like he is. When he told Barack Obama, "I'm the truth," no, you're not. And you know that.
The truth hurts.
It's not happening. But we like to talk and, for various reasons. It's all good. You can talk it.
That was a very good documentary series they did on Olympics.
It was well put together.
That was well did.
It was.
Like, from even all the other country stories, they didn't just focus on the stars. They like everybody but Jason Tatum had a significant part.
You know, when you play on those scenes, Big Jon, you learn about each other. You know, people know who Tatum is, right? You know who Tatum is.
I'm just saying, you had more.
I mean, I saw commentary from the French locker room more than I saw Jason Tatum.
You didn't have any commentary for Jason Tatum. You had Halliburton talk. Like, you didn't have much talk from D-Book, but you don't expect much talk from D-Book.
Jordan, you watch film? I would love to. That's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things to actually play the sport because the camera does not lie. You can think. I remember when I threw shot put, I put a camera perpendicular to that circle. I thought I was doing some things with my body. I was not doing. Yeah, I would love that, man. I don't know how we set it up, but anytime, bro, I would love that. Oh, yeah.
So okay, hold on. Before we get out of here,
What you got?
how was moving the stuff in the
Bro, it was tiring. So, story time, people.
storage?
We drive down. I got a 15-foot U-Haul. In the first 30, 40 minutes, I'm trying to get used to the angle because the U-Haul is sitting up. I'm just trying to get used to this thing. And it reminded me of when I first started driving. I haven't driven a U-Haul in a while. Now, I've driven a 26-footer from north of Bakersfield to LA before in the middle of the night during a rainstorm where it's snowing. I mean, I've done some stuff, but I haven't driven a U-Haul in a while. And I haven't driven a U-Haul. I overthink stuff sometimes with my children sitting in the car. So, in the truck. So, I'm 10 and 2. I'm gripping the steering wheel. I'm trying to get there. Then it looked like after about 45 minutes, all that anxiety or hesitation just went away, and it was like I was driving my car again. So we get down to storage. We walk in, and the elevator is out. Big John, let me say it again. The elevator is out. So now we're taking stuff down the stairwell. So I turned to G and I said, man, you think we can do this? He was like, yep. We started taking stuff down the stairwell, putting it in the truck. Several trips, get that done, drive back home. The next day, we go to closer storage and put stuff in. And that was almost seamless. We had been there the week before, cleaned up, threw some boxes out, consolidated, got some shelves. Made use of vertical height. I love making use of vertical height. Can't be in a storage unit on the ground. You got to get up in the air. So that day went well, but we were all tired, man. I'm still tired right now. I have energy today for this, but there's stuff. Big John, you're on mute.
Did you find anything in there that you forgot about, that you brought some reminiscing going on, or was it just
things in there? There's a few nuggets up in there, but one thing I took a picture of that I'm going to post tonight is that there's a 4-ticket, all of them connected. I don't know what you call that. There's a 4-ticket piece of Albert Pujols' 3,000 hit game, and he hit 3,000 hits and 3,001 hits in the same day, and then he hit his 3,002nd hit the next day. So the ticket is I have a picture of it
all
together, and it's signed by Pujols, and it's inscribed. And this is back when Pujols showed up at the TriStar show and started moving around. I'll post a picture of it tonight. I have a picture of it. But that's one thing that was kind of cool to see. And there's some other stuff in there too. So I think I got to go back once I get well rested and go through that thing and maybe pull some stuff out or reorganize it. Or there's some nice pieces in there. There's some stuff I've collected over time, especially when I was into autographs. Really, really big. So there's some nice stuff in there. Jim Brown helmet. Jim Brown stat helmet, few things. Brady autograph stuff. It's some nice stuff in there.
So you just got to get you a man cave and display it all around.
One day, I've never done that. I've never been a big displayer of things, but at some point, one day, I've always put stuff in boxes, taped it up, kept it out of the light. It's always been my thing. And people always say, well, FD, you can't enjoy your stuff, but and then sometimes you see some stuff and you're like, oh yeah. Oh, Lakers play Golden State on Thursday. So that goes down.
Doesn't mean anything for the Lakers. It means everything for the Warriors.
I guess, yeah. Lakers are 4th seed, Warriors are still the 6th.
Yeah.
Hopefully Denver can take care of Minnesota. We'll see what's popping.
So they don't need to fall to the play-in. So
Jordan say you watching that film. Hey, I would love to do that, man. I would love to do that, and we should record that. I think that'd be fun. FD has to move to the IE. No, bro, that ain't happening. I don't plan to do that. Or back to Lancaster. Don't plan to do that. It won't be in Bakersfield. Don't plan to do that. No, don't plan to do that. Oh, all those places you're naming are hot as HE double hockey sticks, man. In the summertime. I come visit and kick it. Then I gotta get back to that coastal, baby, where you get that breeze. Jordan, no Lakers need to win 3 more games to get back to 2. They're not getting back to 2. Nobody's concerned about that. I don't think they're concerned about that.
I don't think they want to.
Yeah, what is 2 gonna do? Better stay away from playing that 6 seed in the second round. That's what we better stay away from. It's about being a good steward of the cards. I get that. Smoothness. Take pictures so you can look at your collection on your phone. I do that. I have a folder on my phone where I have a lot of stuff in there. I could take more pictures, but there's a lot of stuff in there. That's a great suggestion. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm saying nobody wants to play Golden State in the second round. Big Jon.
Nobody wants to play them.
I'm telling you.
Off of name, but if they play flat, they can be. Everybody say he messed with me. I make him want to get a flat top. I'm telling you, this grill is, man. Listen.
Yeah, you be out there making it happen, bro.
Huh?
You be out there making it happen. I mean, what
you did popcorn today? That was good.
A popcorn video. That looks cool. It looks real good. Does your daughter get on there and move around a little bit?
Not really.
Her day is coming.
Yeah, she when we out, the sun's out. She could be outside on the deck.
Yeah,
and playing her yard while I do it. So that's what makes her happy.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see Junior. They're about the same age. I don't see him cooking, but he would be out kicking it and enjoying himself and ask me when it's done, and I could teach him about different aspects of it.
Yeah, she'll mix stuff up and she'll help with the prep, but she's afraid of the hotness. So
they'll need for Steph to go off. I don't think so. I don't think you got Jimmy Butler on that team. I don't think so. But then you're going to see some different ball being played. If Jimmy shows up 80% of Jimmy with Miami in the playoffs, there are problems for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not sleep on that. I'm talking about all 3, even 4 major buckets. He's putting stats in. So as my man Prisma thing says, he's filling up that stat sheet.
Yep.
Jordan Brown, my flat top went rusted. What, you ain't using it?
Sure. Get you some sandpaper and a sander. Get that thing a couple hours, you get the thing back right.
Sure. What's up, bro?
And then to do it.
So we can't be watching film if your grill was rusted.
I ain't got to worry about that problem. Mine get used every other day.
Hey, Jordan, that front row car show, before we get out of here, looked packed. I saw some film. It looked like a lot of people were looking for some Shaq. I wonder how Luka cars are moving right now. When I go to shows, I don't see a lot of Luka. Maybe people are. I don't see a lot of Curry either. So or Shaq. So people may just be holding on to some stuff. But Big Jon, I don't want to keep you, man. I know this has been an enjoyable evening. I always enjoy coming through and talking to my people and spending time. The only person I missed tonight was Machado. Machado, if you hear this later, sending love to you, bro. I hope all is good. Until next week, Big Jon, you got any closing statements?
Until next week, let's see what happens. We got basketball, we got baseball. It's gonna be another week in the hobby.
The only thing the Dodgers don't need is a major injury.
That's making him stand a major injury. They stacked.
I get it.
This is why
I told people last year early, and this is I'm not saying something that nobody sees. This is a dynasty, people. We're living in a dynasty. Mookie Betts will retire with a handful of rings more than Mike Trout. Handful, and be working on the next one. Mike Trout out here looking around, hugging people at second base in preseason.
I will say this: Pete Crow Armstrong. Watch that boy play. That
what's the name?
Pete Crow Armstrong, center fielder for the Cubs. When I tell you, how you threw somebody out going from second to third from the warning track.
I just looked it up right now. Okay.
Jordan, War is overrated. Jordan, War is overrated. Because if you're on a losing team, you get better War.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you very much. I knew Jordan was gonna come in about something swinging. Jordan, I'm gonna post you tonight, man. Just swinging.
How you say we stopped about Pete Crow Armstrong? That boy, this is a career Gold Glover.
He definitely has an interesting look to him. So
imagine Jackie Bradley Jr., but 5 times as good.
But Jordan, why are you saying stop? Your motto, but it's okay though. You always say that. But it's okay. And that's okay. Why are you telling Big Jon to stop?
We're gonna have to get some base. I'm gonna have to go talk to some baseball people and get them to come over here so we can have this discussion of why War is overrated.
Big Jon and I are working on having some guests come through, so you'll start seeing probably some people you've seen before and some new and interesting folks slide through.
I mean,
I hope you have a good evening, sir.
You too. Cal Tucker hit another home run. Cubbies, baby. Cubbies.
See how Big Jon lights up when he talks about the Cubs. We gotta get you out here to a Dodgers game.
And if they're playing the Cubs, I'm definitely a come. I don't know about them $25 Dodger dogs.
You know me, man. I'm to the point now when I go to a game, I try not to eat at all. Mm-hmm. They have veggie dogs, but
I used to work for the White Sox, so man, I be trying to eat all the good stuff.
Some of the best food I've ever seen is at Giants Park. What's the name of that now? What's the name
Petco.
of it? It's called
Petco.
what?
Petco.
No, I thought Petco was.
No, that's San Diego.
Yeah. I don't even know what their name is. It was Pac Bell.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is now, but that's some of the best food I've had.
Nah, you know what? Next week we get some stories when I was a runner in the suites, man. I've seen some things. I've seen some things.
We'll talk about it.
Seen some good people. Ate some good food. I should love Mark Burley is one of my favorite players.
Oh, I can see that.
I
used to work with a guy who played high school baseball with Mark Burley in the same team.
Listen, normal shift was like 10 hours, beginning to end. You know, trying to prep for the game, 3-hour game, probably an hour to 2 hours to clean up. Mark Burley, you out in 6 hours. You still get paid for the whole 10. He gonna pitch. He's gonna be done in 2 hours. Okay.
Future Hall of Fame.
Yeah. We out here in 2 hours. I'm gonna go chill. People knew not to order a lot of food because they know they ain't gonna have enough time to eat it.
Hold up, is Jordan talking about the Dodgers? Let's see when they are losing. Jordan, are you still swinging in the air, Jordan?
Jordan, I don't.
Why are you hating on greatness? Why are you?
It's okay for you to understand. You just understand Mookie, how great Mookie is.
Mookie lost 20 pounds, probably a good 25, really, and came out and is swatting home runs. in key portions of the game. I don't see how anybody, Jordan. I know you're not hating on Mookie Betts.
You talking the Cubs? Listen,
okay. Ooh.
When the Cubs are losing, I'm still gonna enjoy when they do something well.
Big Jon is not.
I ain't a fair weather Cubs fan. I didn't been through. Okay, listen. You know why Cubs tickets never go on sale, never go cheap? Because when you go watch a Cubs game, you're going. If they lose, you're still gonna party, baby.
You are.
The libations is gonna be flowing.
Wrigley Field.
Okay, Wrigley Field is gonna be jumping. Win, lose, or draw. Wrigley gonna be jumping. We just all gonna be angry at the same thing when they lose.
Very, very true.
Pete Crow Armstrong has a better arm than Mookie in the outfield. Just keep that in mind.
Is there a such thing as fair weather fan for Cubs? Oh yeah, there are. There were a lot of people who jumped in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
But Big Jon, let me let you go, bro.
All right, let's see.
We'll be back next week. Y'all keep rolling. Thank you for being here because you could be any place else, but you come through on What's the Play. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Thank you. Peace.